Gorse. Gorse is the 13th Bach flower remedy that Dr. Bach discovered. Dr. Bach first prepared the Gorse remedy in Buckinghamshire in the year of 1933. Gorse is the Bach flower remedy for hopelessness and is sometimes described as sunshine in a bottle. Gorse embodies the soul quality of hope. Shadow tendency of Gorse. One who is in the shadow tendency of Gorse is very hopeless. They may be disheartened or uncertain. When they are stuck in a situation that they dislike, they give up hope and don't try new solutions. If they do try solutions, it is because they are forced by their peers to do so. And if they don't heed to their peers' advice, they counter their argument by saying that there is no point of trying. They don't have the courage and hope to try find any solutions, and they believe that they have suffered much. They willfully refuse to be encouraged, especially when their friends tell them to try something new. They're in continuous despair and believe that they must continue to bear pain and suffering. They have this "oh, what's the use" attitude, like nothing can save them from this situation that they dislike. Deep inside, they are always in the process of coming to terms with one's destiny. They find it hard to accept something if it doesn't go their way. And if that happens, they resign from taking any course of action to change the situation. They give up. Those in the Gorse shadow tendency may be convinced of having an inherited condition, or they may have long-term chronic illness. One who is in the Gorse shadow tendency may look very pale and have dark rings around their eyes, as they don't have much energy to have another go and try find solutions to their problems. They are very helpless, and so they have childish attitudes. When they are ill, they don't expect to have good health ever again. They don't expect their health to return, and they don't try to have good health. They become very discouraged and have a loss of faith. Those in the Gorse shadow tendency may experience mental blocks. The hopelessness of Gorse in its shadow tendency can lead to long durations of ailments. Wholeness of Gorse. When taking the Gorse Bach flower remedy, one can experience renewed hope and faith. Their personality may become more positive. They may be very, very hopeful. They may be uninfluenced by present mental or physical conditions, or unmoved by others' views and influences. One in the wholeness of Gorse may be convinced that all despairs will be overcome in the end, despite what life throws at them. They have a hope of recovery when sick or when facing a situation they dislike. They are very resilient and persevering, and they are able to accept their destiny even if that is not what they planned. They realize that their hopelessness impedes the healing process, and that everyone has their own burden to carry. Therefore, they are brighter and happier. They become less depressed and have a growth mindset after adversity. Comparison with other Bach flowers. Wild rose and Gorse. The Gorse personality can be persuaded to try another approach to treatment even when in despair. while on the other hand, the wild rose personality is even more passive and apathetic, no longer prepared to try anything new.